Can we make functional Rice Krispie treat?
Furniture?
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
That's what we plan to accomplish today.
But why, you might ask? Well, we have one of our viewers to blame for that.
So we have a history of making weird Rice Krispie treats. And during a live stream, we were chatting about all the tables we've made in the past. We realized we've done a lot of table projects.
Tables.
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 Tables. And someone put those together somehow and suggested that we make a Rice Krispie table, and we couldn't get the thought out of our heads.
You want to do a Rice Krispies table?
I kind of want to write that down. That sounds kind of fun, honestly.
We started doing the calculations.
Can a delicious cereal treat be structurally sound?
But we think the key to making Rice Krispie furniture is resin.
We're pretty sure we can use silica to thicken the resin to the consistency of, I don't know, melted marshmallows?
And then mix in actual Rice Krispies with this thickened resin to make resin Rice Krispie furniture.
Simple.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for all your website needs.
The calculations all check out. This should be possible, I think.
But before we just jump in, we're going to start with some small-scale resin tests.
Resin time, resin time, resin time.
Looking pretty melted marshmallowy.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, there it goes. Speaking of which, silica.
Silica. We did a video on our second channel where we tested this, but basically you add it to resin and it makes it thick and goopy, and that's what we want.
Look at that. Doesn't that look like melted marshmallows? Or like cottage cheese?
It looks like cottage cheese.
That looks like cottage cheese.
Our goal is to construct it around an existing structure. And we thought about different ways to do this. We thought about pouring resin into molds. We thought about forming the pieces for the table and like forming it on a silica sheet.
But then there'd be a flat edge.
Yeah, and we don't want a flat edge. We want all the edges to kind of look like the edges of a Rice Krispie treat, you know? And so we thought the best way to do that would be to have an existing structure and mold the Rice Krispie treat resin around that. So we just made a little like sample piece out of scrap wood.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what we want. We want it to not fall off.
Look at that. This is white marshmallow resin. Holy moly. Don't you want to eat that?
Yeah, I do want to eat it.
Oh, I want to eat it even more than usual.
I want to eat it so bad.
Okay, I think that this is a good consistency. This is like staying.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. It really looks like marshmallows.
This is amazing. I can see us doing so many things with thick resin.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like a Rice Krispie treat.
Let's take a scoop. Look at that. And apply it on.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Looking at it, I think we should try for a higher Rice Krispie proportion if we can. And I understand that that could make it less structurally sound, but that's what small scale tests are for.
We prepared multiple. Let me pour in one more cup.
Another thing you might be wondering is like, won't the Rice Krispies go bad? You know, like this is a food item. Are you just setting yourself up to have like a moldy piece of furniture? But I'll have you know that this box of Rice Krispie treats is it expired 2 years ago. So like, it's already past the test of time, I think. They look the exact same.
We have to do even more.
That is starting to look real good.
Now, it's not as structurally sound.
Yeah, like is it wanting to fall apart a little bit more?
It's not wanting to stick at all.
Interesting.
Now, it looks more like Rice Krispies.
It does.
Oh, this is just falling apart.
Yeah, it's just not enough resin.
There might be some method to this. Okay, here, Katelyn. I have a great idea.
Okay. Oh my God.
So, we are going to make a table. And the table has a whole bunch of different faces that it can be oriented at. What if we just orient it in this orientation and then just...
Using gravity to our advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
That is not a bad idea. Do the base coat of resin on part of this because my worry is that this won't adhere.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is getting really messy.
I know.
I think this is going to be the way.
I think this is the way.
Our hybrid version.
I feel like that's going to be it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that looks great.
That looks pretty great. It really looks like a delicious treat.
All right, let's let this fully cure and we'll see how sturdy it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the next day. Time to inspect our work.
They look the same.
They do look the same, which is great. The white didn't become more translucent or more opaque or anything like that.
No, this does not look good.
No, that one looks like way too much marshmallow.
At least is it strong? Can you grip it and try to pull it off?
Oh yeah, it's on there.
Even just mashed up against it.
Oh my God. Like, you look at this and you expect it to be the consistency of a Rice Krispie treat because it looks so good, but like, it is on there. Let's see if this one with the lower resin proportion is also adhered. Okay. It's pretty adhered.
Wow.
It's like really adhered.
Wow.
Yeah.
It feels like you're gripping like rocks though.
It's very uncomfortable to grab. We did an extra resin coat on the wood itself here. I don't know if that's gonna be necessary because like all of it has been hard to
Especially when it's like
off.
laying down on it.
None of that is going anywhere.
I think we do need to do a resin coat over it. We were gonna do an impact test.
We could do an impact test. We want to see how strong the outside of it is, and we're gonna test it scientifically with a really heavy ball.
I have my steel balls right here.
Your balls of steel.
Yep. And first I'm gonna drop it from 12 inches or so.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my God. You guys didn't see. I just dove to save this from rolling under the cabinets. Oh my God.
Thanks for looking out for my balls.
The surface is so uneven that like,
You can't tell
really
much.
tell. I do still think we should maybe do a top coat of resin just because we don't want the little pieces to
Flake
be able
off.
to flake off.
Yeah. Let's mix up with some more resin. Good news first. It doesn't look like there's a whole bunch of resin on this.
It's a little extra shiny, but it kind of just looks like a marshmallowy sheen.
Yeah, all right, let's do a drop test to see if the durability has improved. 12 inches. I think something fell off,
there-
but like
It looks like maybe a little hole was busted there.
maybe a little bit, but that's quite durable.
Well, we're not gonna be dropping balls on our table.
'Cause,
And
like,
I'm pretty happy with this
in
balance.
reality, we're probably just gonna be dropping balls from this height. And that's totally fine.
Not heavy balls.
Light balls? Normal weight balls? We'll mainly be setting cups down on them.
This isn't gonna be a good surface for cups.
It's not.
This is not a practical table.
We could set a plate of Rice Krispies on it.
Yeah, this will
Yeah.
be our Rice Krispie table.
Yeah. Well, that way, if you are eating one and you drop some bits,
It just blends in
it just
forever.
blends in.
You'll never find it. Now, speaking of tables, we do want to find a table to mold all these Rice Krispie treats around. So we're at IKEA. This seems a little bit bigger than what you measured when we were doing our resin calculations.
I think I might have accidentally found that one.
This is not a table. This is a stool. Look at how small this is.
Come on. Oh, look at this. This is a table.
This is a stool.
Think we should get the big one? This is a table. That's a stool. Now, it looks
Show them our other carts. No.
it looks like we just have one of these, but then we also have this cart. This cart. We came here for one thing. Hey, is Lilith a vampire?
Is everybody in the world blind?
Welcome to the shocking season finale of Love Peninsula. Lovebirds, you've been through a lot. Tonight, we'll pick the winning couple. What happened here? I don't think Mike and I will ever get together.
Oh, there's no way we can beat Lilith and Ben now.
We've got this win in the bag.
But we don't really care about this island show.
Can you please say peninsula? It's a legal thing.
One lucky couple will win a discount code from Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video.
Squarespace helps you build your presence online. With Blueprint AI, their AI-enhanced website builder, you can make a unique website from the ground up.
That was our favorite feature.
Send emails and newsletters to your customers and sell courses on your website.
Wait, I just heard that Ben and Lilith are disqualified because they attacked 4 of our producers this morning. That means Daisy and Mike won 10% off their first purchase when they go to squarespace.com/Evan and Katelyn. Oh my god!
We won! Oh,
Wait.
oh my God, they're coming!
We can still make it work, right?
Our flower shop's gonna be epic!
You're irresistible, just like Squarespace. Get away! What a lovely scene. Thanks for tuning in to Love. Oh my god!
Hey, come here!
Every day, the past is where it stays.
All right, let's build the table. And now let's cover it with Rice Krispies. You know, we're gonna mix the ratio maybe a little bit differently this time.
We're gonna wing it.
Yeah.
So the way that we're gonna do this is we're actually gonna cover one face at a time, and then we'll rotate it. We'll do all the surfaces again and again until we've covered all the surfaces, just so that we don't have to fight gravity.
All hands on deck, baby.
All hands on deck, yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. It looks light, fluffy, tasty, like a treat.
It feels so nice. It's also warm already.
You might be asking why we're doing this. The better question is, why not? Why hasn't someone else done this before us?
Yeah.
Why does it fall to us to do this good work?
We're picking up where humanity left off. I'll keep going on what's left of this,
Okay.
and you start working on a new batch. You'll have to tell me if there's any bare spots up there.
Yeah, I'll do the final inspection up top.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really see it. And we'll definitely remember to write this down later and all the ratios we used. Let's see how it's looking. You guys tell me.
Look at the tiny stir stick. It's so cute. All right, can you give me one more of these?
Yes. Big bucket, medium bucket. I can't reach the bucket.
The mixing stick is just a big popsicle stick.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's funny, TED Talks were such a thing when we were like years ago. Are they still even a thing?
I am a thought leader because I'm wearing a blazer and I've just done this.
Do people even get that reference? And that's how you build a resin computer. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I mean, yeah.
Looks like mayonnaise. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at you zooming and gooping.
Wanna swipe of this on your sandwich?
Yes.
Rice Krispies, much more than snap,
Crackle. Forever Krispies.
This would be a great table if,
You don't like setting stuff on it?
yeah, if you don't like setting anything on it.
I like how like Katelyn's ears are kind of poking up a tiny bit. Other than that, she's a mystery.
You can
She's
see
an
me.
enigma.
You don't know what I'm doing back here. You don't know.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Let's wait for this to cure and then do it all over again.
Many times.
Hi.
Hi.
Let's see if this is stuck to the table. Oh, it is. Oh.
Not too bad.
Very minimal. Y'all,
Can you picture it?
look at that.
Look at that. I can picture it.
Exactly.
It looks like a Rice Krispies table.
Hey, let's just take a thumbnail picture and call it good.
Yeah. We can end now. Bye.
Bye. Let's clean up, reset, and then do the next side.
Okay. We realize we have a problem.
And I'm gonna fix it. This leg is pretty flat. This leg is pretty flat. But this leg, it has like some big protrusions of Rice Krispies sticking out.
That means a wobbly table. We can't have that. This is quality workmanship.
Yeah. Look at that. That's actually super clean. Let's do a check. We'll add some foam pads.
We'll add some foam pads.
We'll add some foam pads.
Yeah.
All right, another round. We're gonna be mixing things up for the top layer. Number one, we are mixing a scary amount of resin at once. We went back and forth on this a lot because we can either do a scary amount at once or risk doing it in multiple batches and they may not perfectly match each other, which would be terrible.
That would be bad. So we're gonna go for a scary amount of resin all at once.
But one thing might But the other thing we're gonna change is we're gonna be adding sprinkles!
Yeah! And this is canon in the Rice Krispie Treats universe, because look at this. Look at this. Sprinkles.
Plus, I think it'll just look more fun. It'll be a happier thing to have in our space if we end up leaving this in our living room. Our house is getting weird, y'all. We have some weird stuff in our house.
So we're spreading it out between 4 buckets. 1, so that it's less likely to have thermal runaway. And 2, this just gets very cumbersome to mix once we add all the thickener and Rice Krispies. So we worried doing it in one massive bucket, we just like wouldn't be able to mix it and it would start caking super fast. It's gonna be like all hands on deck to get all this resin mixed and placed before it cures. So hopefully this footage is good. Whee!
Fingers crossed. Wow, this is going great already.
It's going great, we're good.
Okay, here we go. Can't believe we've gone through 4 containers of Rice Krispies to make this beautiful piece of art.
To get anything of value, you have to sacrifice.
You just gotta keep on going, otherwise you have goo pockets.
Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing?
Oh,
I know.
my arms.
Nothing that has meaning is easy.
We'll go get a massage after this.
I'm sorry, I need to book a massage just for my right forearm. Don't ask. Look at all this Krispies.
Dump it. It's gonna be worth it. This table's gonna be glorious. Oh, it's warm.
It's warm.
Oh, it's warm. Okay, spread it.
Okay, it's looking pretty consistent.
Oh my gosh, sticking to me so much.
It's sticking so much.
Are we gonna have enough?
I don't know. We made so much.
If our calculations though.
Oh my God. If we have enough, it'll be barely.
Barely. I think we just need to like spread it even more.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. I'm losing some. Oh, dang it. Oh.
Oh my God.
It's a barely thing. Let me massage it into place.
I'm still not fully convinced that we're in the clear yet.
Should I just add some more and toss it? I might do that.
Wait, add more what?
Add more Rice Krispies. Scoop
On
up.
what?
Because like there's this chunk here that's too gooey.
That makes me really nervous. Oh my God. We're gonna have uncovered Rice Krispies.
No, we're not.
Oh my God.
There, I made more. I can't believe how close of a call that was.
We're making progress.
I think we're in the clear.
Wow. That cut it really close. Should we add sprinkles?
Sprinkles! Oh yes. This is amazing. This makes me so happy.
Me too.
I hope like the video captures how amazing this is. Because like in real life,
Yeah, it's pretty glorious.
it does look like a giant Rice Krispie. There's sprinkles.
Our plan, it works. I think it might be good.
Yay!
Then we added one final top coat of resin to lock in the sprinkles and any stray Rice Krispies. And finally, it was done.
I have one major issue with how this table turned out. It looks too delicious. It's gonna make me hungry.
It legit looks like Rice Krispie treats. I'm so pleased. Now, is it gonna be impossible to clean? Yes. Does it feel terrible on your hands? Yes. But does it look really heckin' cute?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so glad that we added sprinkles to this. It just makes me happy. And isn't that something that you would want for your house?
Yeah, this does make me happy. And I do legit want to put this in our living room.
Yeah. Now, I've been dying to have one of these. This has been making me so hungry the entire time.
And it's not resin flavored. I only put a little bit of resin in those. I'm so dizzy.
With love.